Always.
Very good results, Roland. You're obviously happy with that result. Did the plan work?
Yeah, I think especially in the third and fourth quarter, we really played well. There was a small part in the second quarter I was not too pleased about. This first more, I think we controlled the game from the first minute. We did what we had to do. I think we had some good counter attacks as well as some good attacks from starting from our own defense as well. So this is what you want to do. Try to keep them away from our circle. We managed it quite reasonable. Of course, there's always room for improvement. Always, even in this match. But of course, we are pleased with the fact that we won this game 5-1. I think in the end, we have been even unlucky. We scored one goal, which was a clean goal. We missed it in a stroke. So it could have been worse for them and better for us. But for me, I would say for me the only thing is we are also in a process. That's very clear. And the process must lead up to good performance in the Olympic Games. We have our plans, and I would say that the boys today really did well what we wanted to do.
Rupinder, what happened? Stroke. Yeah. Where were you planning to place the ball? Okay, so just blocked it. It happens like that.
He was gambling and came on in the right direction.
And the goal that was disallowed, what happened there?
Yeah, there was a mistake of the umpire. That happens, it was a clear goal. But there's no video referral, so yeah, then we have to accept it. It's not given. Luckily, it was not the 1-1 at that moment, it was 5-1 already, so we can take it a little bit more easy. But it was a clear goal as well.
Is Manpreet well? I mean, his knee was stuck by a flying ball. Is he well now?
Manpreet?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the problem is always the next day. Then you really know how the guys are. Jasjeet got the ball in the first quarter on his knee, and he was already hurt before the game. That's why he missed last game out. Now Manpreet, so we have to look to see tomorrow. But I expect both are able to play tomorrow. That guy had the ball on his hand. So yeah, that's part of the game. Always. And, luckily, we have seen that also our youngsters, they are really newcomers, are performing quite well. Like Manpreet, Jasjeet, Surrender, who will play their first serious tournament. They did well so far, so I'm pleased with what I've seen. We know all tomorrow is another game. They played quite well today against Australia. Strong team, they're very strong. We did a different ball game again. So that's why we're not going to the top, but that's why we are preparing ourselves for tomorrow's game.
Coach, after what happened to Manpreet's father, he turned up today and showed very good hockey. So it's very good mental strength for Manpreet Singh.
Yeah, well, you might have heard what he said. He feels that his teammates are like his brothers. He's still inside his family here, and of course we all try to support him as good as possible. I really have a lot of respect the way he performed today. That's unbelievable. So short after the trouble that he faced. So I'm really proud of what he has done. It's fantastic. And I told you already today that he is a real winner. I said after the first game against Japan, that is the way the guy is. He can focus. Of course, there are moments that he said there's no doubt about it. But the moment the game starts, he's really focusing on doing the job. Today he was already in the second 7 minutes before the fantastic goal. And the rest of the game he was doing the motor of the team.
Coach, India penalty corner flicker is one of the best in the world right now. You can see Rupinder Singh, Ramandeep, and you have Garuna in India now. So do you still need?
We also have Gurjit.
any changes for Rio?
Rio is far away. Rio is far away. Everything we do since the moment we started in March is with an eye on Rio. Everything. Bringing certain players here, certain players will at home. We have another couple of tournaments to go. And in the end, we have to bring our best team to Rio.
Coach, you did have a very good start in this tournament. 2-1 with Japan, Australia was bad. But now do you see yourself moving up the ladder and maybe having a good chance of winning the final?
Well, to be honest, I'm not looking like that. I told that always. I'm really approaching a tournament game by game by game. And that's what I always do. We make our plans for Japan, we make our plans for Australia. And I said after Japan, okay, we had a win. I never worried about the win. I was worried maybe about the chances that we missed would have been 5 as well. We didn't do it that game. Okay, that happens. Today I think Australia would say the same. They could have had a couple of chances to score more than one. Okay, that happens. But in the end we won the game. Against Australia, I think we had a great part of the game. We had a very good performance. Statistics even. If you look at the number of circle penetrations, we had 30% more circle penetration than Australia. But some areas we still have to improve. So I look at that part of the process. And then we are slowly growing. Once again, we have 2 tough matches still to go. New Zealand is tough, and Malaysia in the home, for the home road is always up. They've played good tournaments so far. So it's not easy. We'll see where we will play. First we will prepare ourselves for the New Zealand game, and then in the rest day we'll prepare ourselves for Malaysia. That's the way we approach it, and there will be no change in that approach. Not now, to be honest, never. That's the way I work.
Govinda, you played in a few games against Pakistan before. Why would you place this victory in all that? You've played in a few Pakistan games in the past and you've beaten them in a couple of occasions. Why would you place this win among all those?
I think it's one of the best, I think, good score, 5-1. And even we stick to our plan. So that's the most important thing. In the previous game, we were like more excited for the second team Pakistan, And this time I think we stay more calm and we take this game as a normal game. So that's why it's a good result.
Okay, you